Let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Giants and the Pats. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this Patriots defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object.
Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And leading them out in the 3rd year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's coming a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Up we go.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows it.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives. Back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Giants' 33-yard line.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. And a Patriot first down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England trying to get a place on offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Open man is Bourne. Now he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Holding, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Stevenson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the work.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now Jones on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Jab. Up, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Marcus Jones, a return man. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Jones. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Jones on the return. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Aaron Rodgers strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jamal Williams, a touchdown run. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Out right to Bourne. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
Here we go.
Now it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson from 13 yards out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Chad Ryland, the kickoff for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here now, 2nd and 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones on third down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Giants field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught, but he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Ryland on for the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run once more with Stevenson. A nice little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This is Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
Hold on. Set. Here we go.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Omaha.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.